All right, welcome to Operation um, Operation Sunny Dragon. I think that's what we're calling this. Yes, Sunny Dragon. This is covering the German or January rather, July. Sorry, July 1936 turn. It's been a hot minute since I've played this. So we'll start with the production phase. I randomized for as many of these roles as I'll be doing. Sort of in my solo recording. I will be randomizing these roles in our Discord, so that way the other players um, can access the roll results. So Germany is rolling for advanced mechanized infantry and applying the technical superiority house rule that we're playing with. We are including what are called what are they? The clash rules, which have some additional changes. The biggest one is fighters are 4 to attack and defend and cost 8. I'm mostly reading this so I remind myself. And um, Germany gets to double up on 1 tech every round, taking the higher result of 2 dice, not the sum of 2 dice. So 2 dice on advanced mechanized, 1 die on improved factories, and 1 die on advanced submarines. If I can find them. There it is. So the result of these were I got an 8 and a 1 on advanced mechanized, so that will be a success for Germany. I'm gonna see if I can find a different roundel to use or marking to use for Germany, just because I don't want to be looking at swastikas. Nope. Where is it? I can use that. Here it is. Search. Oh no, these are the task force markers. Okay. I guess I will use a German Iron Cross here. All right. And then advanced improved factories. I got a 3 as the result, so that is not advancing. And then advanced submarines, I got an 8 for the result, so that advances to stage 1. Not too shabby for the first tech round. Then we have our production. So Germany is going to spend $4 for a nationalist artillery to Lend-Lease. We get a free U-boat to start with. We are going to spend $4 to produce the Condor Legion for the nationalists. Oops, there we go. So that is another $4. And then there should be a way I can join these just so I don't get screwed up for anyone else. Combine. Attach. Yeah, that's about centered. Okay. So now, yep, they should lift together. And I can undo that when I recall the Condor Legion, if I win the Spanish Civil War. Additional purchases. Germany is going to buy, here it is, an upgrade from a minor factory to a major factory. Minor factory to a major factory. There we go. So that is an additional $6. Ooh, this updates automatically. That's neat. And then Germany will finally spend $2 for a militia upgrade. I think that's what the supply marker is for. Nope. Alright, something's screwy with this. Alright, I'll leave the supplies off to the side here, but that is a militia upgrade. So Germany will be left with $4 to go. So clear this, add 5, subtract 1. Alright, combat moves. Germany will go ahead and, here it is, annex Austria. We'll go ahead and mark these. Not like I have a problem with historical accuracy, I just don't want to be looking at the symbol all that much. Toggles, and lock. Okay. Alright. So, that will be with this German infantry. I will replace the 2 Austrian infantry with 2 German infantry. I will rename them, though, because it is fun to see where the heck they end up. Alright, and then Germany will increase their income by $2. The British, there it is, increased by 1, the French by 1. Alright, that is it for combat movements for Germany. The nationalists will attack Basque Country with an artillery, an infantry, an attack bomber, and a cavalry, all coming from Galicia and Leon. Yeah, that should be fine. Yes. I am, sorry, I'm just going to be typing these up. What is this, Bavaria? I will unlock this, and nope, that's the wrong way. Oh, it's not shrinking anymore. Oh well. Bavaria. So Germany annexes Austria with 1 infantry from Bavaria, and then nationalists attack Basque Country with oops. For combats like this, we didn't talk about if we were going to roll the dice in the Discord or not. For the ease of my smooth play, I will just roll on here. But if my compatriots would like to change that and roll for these combats in the Discord, I am okay with this. So, artillery attacks at a 2 first strike, because it is a mountain. That is a miss. Tactical bomber attacks at a 7 or less. That is a miss. Oof. Then infantry and cavalry will be each at a 2. Cavalry first. Miss. And infantry. Miss. The Republican infantry defends at a 4. That is a hit. I will take the cavalry. I will go again. The attack bomber at a 7. That's a hit. I will not roll for the other 2 because there's no other game effects that can occur there. And then the Republican infantry defending at a 4. That is also a hit. Well, that's an awful start. Who do I want to lose? Infantry or artillery? I will lose... Well, I'll probably lose whatever it remains anyways. I'll lose the artillery. But that does capture Basque Country for the nationalists. Alright, So non-combat moves. The tactical bomber will land in Galicia and Leon from Basque Country. These are the nationalist non-combat moves. The nationalists will pick up the infantry and artillery from Spanish Morocco on their transport and move 2 spaces from A44 through A35 to A28 and drop these 2 units off in Galicia and Leon. So Galicia and Leon, and Western Andalusia, the infantry there will move up to Galicia and Leon. So Galicia and Leon ends with 1 artillery and 2 infantry and 1 TAC bomber after the non-combat phase. And the 2 nationalist ships will go in port there. If I can find the import markers. There we go. Okay. So then back to the rest of Germany. Non-combat moves. We will put... I'll move 1 cavalry from Berlin to eastern Germany. I will move 1 artillery from Berlin to eastern Germany. I will move the anti-aircraft from Berlin to western Germany. The infantry that are in Berlin, 1 will go to eastern Germany, 1 will go to western Germany. Oops. There we go. The fighter in Berlin will remain where it is for now. The tactical bomber in Berlin will move to western Germany. Oops. There we go. The German mountain infantry will remain where it is in Bavaria. The air transport in Bavaria will move to Berlin. Or no, that'll go to western Germany. And then the militia will remain where it is. The U-boat in what is this, A11? Oops, there we go, A11. That will move with the bonus from the subbase 1, 2, 3, 4 spaces to A28. So that is moving to A23, A22, A21 onto A28. The German coastal submarine will move 1 space through the Kiel Canal from, what is this, there it is, A12 to A11. The remaining German ships in A11, that is 1 battle cruiser, 1 destroyer, and 1 T-boat destroyer, will all move through the Kiel Canal to A12 from A11. So Germany ends with 2 TB destroyers, 1 transport, 1 destroyer, 1 coastal defense ship, and 1 battle cruiser, all in A12. There's all of that. Sorry, the light armor from Berlin will move to western Germany. And the fighter in Berlin, I did say it would stay there earlier. Yeah, I'll just leave it there for now. Shouldn't make a difference. That should be all of the German non-combats. Now, the nationalists will roll for the recruitment roll. They have 3 in the mainland, and then 2 outlying Spanish colonies. Yes, 2. I can do math. So they're looking for a 5 or less in their recruitment roll. 6. Missed it by 1. Alright, and then the Germans will place their units. So the new German submarine will go into A11 along with the German coastal sub. The militia in western Germany will be upgraded to an infantry. And the major factory will be replacing the minor factory in western Germany. There we go. Then delivering to the nationalists 1 artillery and the Condor Legion. Those are both going to Galicia and Leon. So the nationalists end with 2 artillery, 2 infantry, a attack bomber, and a fighter, all in Galicia and Leon, and an infantry in Basque Country. Nothing else on the board for the Nationalists, aside from their import transports. Alright, I believe that's everything for the initial German turn. So I will pass it over to, I believe, Starlight Saffron. No, Practice Excellence will be playing as the common turn. Ta-ta. One quick correction to make to the last video, or the first part rather of this video, since I caught it before I actually, posted it. I marked that the German income is at 24. I don't know why I marked it that way. They start at 20, so it should be 22 now. And then they had $4 remaining, so they will collect $22 in addition to the 4 they saved. So they end the first turn with 26 income saved. So now, truly, I'm going to pass it off to the common turn for their go. Goodbye.